name's Amanda Cooney, and I'm a junior at SCH Academy. I'm coming to you from the Henry Library, which is one of my favorite study spaces on campus, simply because of the environment. I have come here for almost all of my frees for the past year, just because when I come in, it's quiet. You can either do individual work or group work in the room next door.
Hi, my name is Jack Gagan. I'm a 10th grader here at SCH Academy. I really like this room because it's filled with books and I love to read. And there's also really fascinating architecture in the library as well, such as a large mural that kind of hangs above the bookshelves, which is really interesting to try to decipher. There's also this massive fireplace that really brings the room together, and it's always brings out this comforting atmosphere.
I remember one specific memory that I love is that I came in during the winter of last year, and it was cold outside, and I came in and the fire was going, it was warm. It's one of the most productive spaces, and I always go here to do my work.
I hope if you come to SCH, you like this space as much as I do.
Hi, I'm Chandler Fatah. I'm a junior, and I'm standing in the Rec, which is home to SCH's theater group Players. We're actually planning on renovating it really soon, which is really exciting. So I've been in Players since freshman year, because I got to try my hand at being an assistant stage manager, which I think is a really great part of Players. You can do cast or you can do crew. You can do both if you want to. There's just something for everyone. It's different from a lot of other activities because it is such a time commitment, so you are spending so much time with other people and you really get to bond with them. And you would think that that would deter people from being a part of Players, but I really think it's something that people love. Having something at the end of the day that you get to go to and just be yourself and be vulnerable and do something you're passionate about. So here we are in the green room. This is directly behind the stage. And this is where we get ready for shows, where we put on our makeup, our costumes, and it's also where the whole cast has dinner every night before rehearsals. So I'm sure you can see that the walls are pretty much covered with messages from past Players. It's a tradition when you're a senior, you get to sign anywhere on the walls, and people have started writing on countertops, on the refrigerator, pretty much everywhere. And I think it just really adds to the atmosphere of Players. It's unlike anything else at SCH.
Hi, my name is Connor Kilfeather. I'm a senior here at SCH Academy. I'm currently right next to the class of 2016 turf field, which is where our boys soccer and lacrosse team plays, as well as our girls field hockey team. I'm also surrounded by our boys high school and middle school baseball fields to my left, as well as our tennis pavilion directly down there. To the left of the tennis pavilion is our girls softball fields. My favorite memory in this place takes place on the class of 2016 field down here, because as a lacrosse player I've spent a lot of time there. But if I have to pinpoint it down to one memory, it's definitely my first varsity lacrosse game. For me it was very big. As a freshman who was kind of transitioning to the high school, I felt that this game was kind of a peak for my transition. It was a coming together of a lot of practices and thoughts and build up throughout lower school, middle school, and to have it all come into one event in my freshman year was very important to me. In addition to all the sports that take place in this area, we also host a lot of various activities such as Buon Bude, Buon Gold Day, and All School Day. So for Buon Bude and Buon Gold Day, it is the boys and girls version of Field Day. So we split the grades up into two teams. So for the boys, it's dark blue and light blue. For me, I'm on dark blue. And then for the girls, it's gold and blue. My sister's on gold. We kind of compete in various track and field type events, such as long jump, 100-meter dash, and the 4x1 relay. For the girls, I know a big event for them is the tug of war. A big part of the athletics and activities here is the sense of team and community spirit. So especially on a nice day like today, you'll see a lot of build up with families and students supporting various teams either during the weekdays, right after school, or on the weekends. As someone who's taken place in varsity sports all of high school, it's very nice looking over and seeing a big group of people coming to support your teams.
Hi, I'm Michaela Brown and I'm in the 12th grade. Right now we are standing in the SANS Center for Entrepreneurial Leadership. This space is used to build entrepreneurial skills through teamwork, leadership training, and problem-solving workshops. The CEO program is for all divisions to empower students to take on problems from the real world. So when you first come into high school in 9th grade, you will go through the CEO program. There are 4 classes, so 1 for each quarter. So the classes are app development, and that's where you're gonna be learning how to develop apps. And then there's gonna be data analysis, so you're gonna be learning about graphs and statistics and everything like that. Next we have design and fabricating, which we have our design and fabricating lab attached to this space, where you're learning about working with Photoshop and making different types of mosaics. I know we did. And then the last one is microprocessors, which is kind of just a startup to robotics and everything like that. And then in 10th grade, you will take capstone. So this is where each student, either alone or in a team, you come together to help solve a problem that you're passionate about. For example, right now I'm creating an app with 2 of my friends called STEAM Squad to help young girls be interested and engaged in science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. And then at the end of the semester, everyone from the SCH community and your friends and family come to see all the projects that everyone has done and all the hard work they've put in over this semester. So after capstone, you can take Venture Accelerator. So that is a class where you will take your company or your business to the next level through, you can do with more mentors, with scholarships, to help your business really grow into what you want it to be. Even if you do not want to go into a career in business, the CEO program teaches you a lot of skills that you're going to need for the real world, including resourcefulness, collaboration, critical thinking. All these will play into what you actually want to do and what you're passionate about in your career.
My name is Noah Hames. I'm class of 2021 and I am standing in the Barbara Crawford Art Gallery. In the gallery right now is a show holding pieces from Sam Feinstein, who used to be the head of the art department at Chestnut Hill Academy. Sam Feinstein worked alongside Barbara Crawford, and that's who our gallery is named after. She was the head of the art department for many, many years. Crawford Gallery is also the kind of center hub of the art program. We have a full ceramic studio and a full wood shop. We have a recording studio, and we have film studios where we work on new media. We have classes that hold everything from architecture to music recording and music writing. So there's a ton of opportunities for students to come in and to really express their passions through the art program. I never thought I would take 2 years of woodworking, but I did, and it was so much fun. So I encourage you all to make use of the spaces we have, make use of your resources, and truly enjoy your time in the arts program.
I'm Danny O'Connor. I'm a sophomore here at SCH, and this is our robotics lab. This space is used for our airplane building club, where students are actually building a real airplane that can fly people. And we also use it for engineering classes, where we can manufacture things on our mill or our laser cutter. We have a variety of very expensive tools like the lathe, the CNC mill machine, bandsaw, chop saw, basically anything you could use to cut something with, we've got it. This space is also used for robotics, as you can see the robot right next to me. Our robotics team is placed in the top 10 countless times, and this is actually the 2019 World Championship robot. Every year during build season, we can kind of just get together as a group of people who really enjoy robotics and spend sometimes even 6 hours at a time just building robots and hanging out.
I'm Ainsley. I'm a senior at SCH, and right now we're standing in the robotics lab adjacent room Doesn't really have an official name, but it is used for all sorts of engineering classes, some CEL classes, and a lot of like coding and electrical work that happens on the robotics team. Starting with when you're in 9th grade, you're going to take a CEL class that's in here about coding and microprocessors, and that's where you can kind of start to learn like what coding is, how circuits work, and that's required for all 9th graders to take. And then when you're a sophomore, you can start to take more engineering electives. So when I was a sophomore, I took a class called Mechanical Engineering CAD/CAM, where I learned how to design objects on my computer and then how to 3D print, laser cut, and use the mill to create these objects in 3D. Another way you can get involved here would be through CEL. If you're a sophomore, you might want to invent something as your capstone project. I invented a smart ball that tracks how fast it's going to help student athletes improve. So we also have a lot of advanced engineering classes. The one I took was honors engineering, but we also have some coding classes, electrical classes, and there's an aeronautical engineering class. So in honors engineering, it's a project-based course, which is great because you can really design whatever you want. And when I say whatever you want, whatever you want. I just think the whole robotics lab is really such an open place. Everybody here is like super creative and also collaborative. We work together a lot on a lot of projects, which is really fun. So a lot of people are really concerned, like, I don't know anything about engineering. How can I get involved if people are building whole entire robots in the span of 6 weeks? I didn't know anything when I started freshman year, and I've become the kind of person who can build a robot in 6 weeks. So really, whatever your skill level is, we welcome you. Anything is possible. People are here to teach you. They want everybody to learn. We really value everybody's opinion and ideas. Very collaborative environment. I hope you enjoyed learning about this program, and I would love to see you as a part of this team in the future.